Okay, so this is the topic one assessment review. I know it just says the assessment, but this is as an actual review. We will be taking the actual test next Wednesday. Okay, and hopefully by then we've got everybody back and nobody else has been quarantined. But if not, we'll make the best of it. Okay, so you should have done this in your online Realize book, and you could have actually written it directly on the page or written your answers in a notebook, whichever worked best for you. But I just want to go over it. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, so it says choose all the numbers that round to 10,000 when rounding to the nearest 10,000. Okay, now some of these are kind of tricky. Okay, so if I take a look at this, if I were to write this with 10,000s place, it would look like this, right? And so that 0 is in the 10,000 spot, but it's got a 0 right beside it. So really, if I'm looking at a number line, my choices would be 0 or 10,000. And which one is closest to 999? The 0. So it wouldn't be that one. Okay, let's take a look at this one. If I'm rounding to the nearest 10,000s, let's put a 0 in that 10,000 spot, okay? I'm going to look at my 1,000. The 9 tells me I need to take that up to a 1, so that would be 10,000. So that would be a correct answer. Let's take a look at this one. These next three already have their 10,000s. If I look at the one beside it, it's a 1, and that tells me I'm going to keep it at 10,000. And we're going to talk more about this in a little bit. So if I'm looking here, the number beside it is a 3, correct? So 0, 1, 2, 3 tell me to leave it at 10,000. Okay, and keep in mind, remember, your choices would be 10,000 or the next is 20,000, and it's definitely closer to 10,000. So yes, here, if I look at my 1, the 9 tells me what to do. It's either going to be 10,000 or 20,000, correct? Well, the 9 tells me to take that 2 up, so it actually rounds to 20,000, doesn't it? So that one would not be. So your answers would be these three right here. Okay, number 2. Which symbol makes this comparison true? 443,292 compared to 445,692. Okay, what is it you have to do to solve this? Hopefully you said stack them. So on your paper, you would have written 443,292, 445,692. All right, my 100,000s place is the same, my 10,000s place is the same, but my thousands place is the same. So actually, it is less than this, correct? Because the 3 is less than the 5. So it wants you to circle just the correct answer. So this would be your correct answer right here. Okay. Now here, write 3 numbers that round to 60,000 when rounding to the nearest 10,000. This can be anything you want. The point is, if you have, your choices are going to be 50,000 and 60,000 on your number line. Okay. You can pick any number between 55,000 and 60,000. Okay, so I could have chosen, well, I could have chosen 55,000. I could have chosen 56,000. I could have chosen 57,000. You could catch the drift. I could have chosen 55,412. These digits right here really won't matter because it's just the thousands place that makes the difference. Okay, number 4. John wrote a number that has a 5 in the 10,000s place and a 6 in the tens place. Which could John's number be? Now, when I get something like this, I like to just take it one at a time. So I am going to look at for any number that has a 5 in the thousands place. Does that have a 5 in the thousands place? Yes, so it could be that. How about this one? Yes. How about this one? Nope, so there's no way that could be it. How about right here? Yes, so we know it could be A, B, or D, correct? Now let's look for a 6 in the tens place. Does that have a 6 in the tens place? Nope. How about B? Yes. How about D? No. So my answer is B. So honestly, that's pretty easy. It's just a process of elimination. Okay, number 5, look at the numbers in the table. We have 45,392, 24,934, and 26,647. Which number has one digit that represents 10 times the value of its digit to the right? So I know that my places are always 10 times more than the place before it. So here's what I'm going to look for. Let's take a look at this. If something is 10 times more, then that means that we would have to have the same digits side by side. Okay. Here, do I have any numbers that are the same or any digits? I've got 4, 5, 3, 9, 2. Nope. How about here? 2, 4, 9, 3, 4. Nope. How about here? 2, 6, 6, 4, 7. Well, I do have two sixes. Are they side by side? Yes. 6,000 is 10 times more than 600. So that would be your answer. Okay. So this would be your number that you wrote, and you would say because 6,000 is, my bad, 10 times more than 600. Good job. Write 20,033 in expanded form and using number names. So expanded form would be 20,000. Now I don't have any thousands, I don't have any hundreds, but I do have 3 tens and 3 ones. That's pretty easy. Okay. Number names. 20,000. 33. And I would also accept short word form 20,033. But if you're talking number names, it would be this one right here, really. All right. Let's take a look. Hopefully you're doing pretty well and feeling pretty good about your math skills by now. Number 7. For each number, give the whole number that represents the value. And I like to circle what I'm looking for. That means money. Well, it doesn't mean money, but in my brain that helps me. Of the underlying digit, and write your answers in the box. So right here, I have a 7 in the thousands place. Remember? And that means I have 7 1,000s. So I have 7,000. Here I have a 7 in the 10,000s. So that means I have 7 10,000s. So that's 70,000. Here I have a 7 in the hundreds place. So that is 7 100s. So 700. And I have a 7 in the tens place. So I have 7 tens. So that 7, depending on where we put that digit, has different values. I don't know if we're talking money, that's the one I would want for sure. Okay, B, look at your answer in part A. In which number is the value of the underlying digit 10 times the value of the digit to the right? So if I'm looking here, my digit to the right's the 4. Well, it has to be the same digit. If I look here, is the digit to the right the same? Nope. How about here? Are they the same? Nope. How about here? Yes. So 7 tens or 70 is 10 times 7 ones, correct? So this would be my answer. A big clue is to be 10 times its value to the right, it has to be the same digit. 8. Rhode Island has about 356,000 acres of forested land. What is the number in standard form rounded to the nearest 10,000? So I have to put this in standard form, and then I also have to round it to the nearest 10,000. So there's two things that I have to do. So I know I've got 356,000. So 356,000, and that's it. So those are all zeros. So rounded to the nearest 10,000. So here's my 10,000, my 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 takes me up. Now, I know if I'm looking at those 10,000s, my choices are 50,000 or 60,000, right? And so we know that it's going to go up to 60,000 because of that 6. But remember, I'm not in 60,000. I'm really in 360,000. So it would be A. Okay, which of these are correct? Line them up. 3903, 3093. Is this, no, okay, so this one's correct because the 9 is bigger than the 0. So 5889, 5889, those are equal. So that one's wrong. 6734, 7634. Well, my first number, 6074, is definitely not bigger. I can tell that by the thousands. Now, if I have 300,012, 300,102, same. Right here, that hundreds tells me the second one is greater, so that is wrong. Only A. Stack them up, folks. I can't tell you how many of my kids, and you know what? They're always my smartest kids. Just take a look at it, and they think they know it, and they make a silly little mistake. So stack them up. All right, write greater than, equals, or less than to complete a true comparison for each pair of numbers. So once again, I'm going to stack 43903. And as I'm writing this, I'm seeing they're all the same. So equals. All right. 94,350. 94,350. Same. Equals. 125,889. 152,889. Same. Here, my 5 is larger, so 125,889 is less than 152,899. I'm going to move over here. I'm running out of room. 300,102 compared to 300,012. Same. If I look at my hundreds place, my 1 is larger, so 300,102 is greater than 300,012. And finally, 517,634 compared to 516,734. Same. Here's my difference right here in my thousands. 517,000 is greater than 516,734. Yes, it's a lot to write down. But folks, I'm writing it too. I'm not going to make you do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. All right, and remember, if you have to stop and make corrections or check, you can pause the video as you need to. All right, 11. This table shows the number of people at the last 4 baseball games. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4. Which of the 4 games had the least number of people? So I need to find the least. I need to find the greatest. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and write this. Least and greatest, because I know I need to find those. And then we have to write the number for the number name for the number of people at each of those games. Holy shalizzy. Now that's a lot. Okay, here we go. So they've already lined them up for me. All my 10,000s are the same. So I'm looking for the least. The smallest one is right here. So 41,779 because 1,000 is smaller than any. Now, if I'm looking for the greatest, it's up here because my 5,000s is larger than any. So that was really pretty easy. I'm sorry. All right, now we have to write the number name. So you know what? I'm going to let you take a break and do 45,000. You can just do it in short word form. 45,753, 42,250, 43,160, and 41,779. All right. Once again, I wrote it. I'm writing it. You can write it. And I'm even letting you write the value, the digits for the values. You just have to write the place. All right. Draw a place value chart. Record attendance for game 2. So game 2 is right here. 42,250. I'm going to write this over here. Explain how the value of the 2 in the thousands place compares to the value of the 2 in the hundreds place. All right. So I have my, and you can abbreviate this, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And that's as high as it goes. So that's all I have to do. All right. So look, I've got these two twos right beside each other. So that tells me that the 2 in the thousands is 10 times my 200s. All right. And that's it. So if you're feeling pretty good about what we did here, then you should feel pretty good about our upcoming test. And we're going to play some games next week to help us prepare for the test as well. And I'll have a study guide for you that if you do it, you'll do fine because the problems are almost exactly like the test. All right. All right. Tomorrow, let's see here, on Friday, you'll have your spiral review quiz. And then hopefully we're going to have time for a lesson. I'm not sure because we have some pride activities that day and we may not have time for an actual math lesson. We'll just kind of have to see.